Where the South meets the West, there's a millionaire's nest that belongs to this fella from Texas. And that son of a bitch is so goddamn rich he buys a bank every day before breakfast. He don't spend it on jewelry or such like tomfoolery. He don't splurge on a yacht or a dame. Nope. Hiram P. Moynes, he fancies rare coins. I suppose because they rhyme with his name. This numismatist is a real specialist with a truly impressive collection. He'll pay any price for something that's nice if it's got some historic connection. Like when Hastings was lost, the coin William tossed with Harold for top of the hill. Well, weren't no surprise it were heads on both sides, because there weren't no flies on old Will. And by coincidence, there's a bright 30-pence silver piece from an old Roman chariot found in a bag wound round with a tag. And the name on that tag was Iscariot. Hey, spooky or what? Hiram owns the whole lot. He ain't saying how much he paid. So imagine his mind when he hears of the find of the first coin ever was made. 20,000 years old. 24-karat gold now lodged in the British Museum. But even those guys take a word from the wise, so Hiram flies out there to see him. Was out in Bloomsbury. A Warren of rooms buried 30 foot under the ground there. It lay in a case with a tag with the place and the date on which it was found. Hiram took out his pen and wrote down a 10 on a bank draft and told the curator, "They will honor this check from Q8 to Quebec. You can fill in your own zeros later." Well, curator, he sighed, gave a smile, and replied, "Oh, Hiram, we all guessed you would try it. But this here antique is the first and unique piece of money, and money can't buy it." With a frown on his face, Hiram opened the case and hefted the coin in his hand. But with animal gasp, it slipped from his grasp, and both of those men heard it land, heard it roll on the floor somewhere down by the door, heard it stop, and like bloodhounds, they followed it. But search as they might in that pale yellow light, it was gone, like the cold earth had swallowed it. Well, they bolted the door, searched an hour or more, each man praying that he'd be the finder, till the keeper of coins went to search Hiram Moynes, though he'd rather have frisked the sidewinder. Hiram Moynes, he refused. He said, "You've accused me, but glad there's no witness around. I didn't take it. Make no mistake, it ain't settled till that coin is found." But 3 hours on, when all hope was gone, the curator, he said his piece. "Moynes, I never saw you, but you'd best call a lawyer, because I'm going to call the police." He unbolted the door when from down by the floor come a sound, and both men turned half afraid as from smallest of small chinks between door and wall rolled the first coin ever was made. It had fallen on edge and got stuck like a wedge and lay all that time on its rim, an unlikely tight fit, says Hiram. "Shit," which was mild, seems to come from him. Then he started to laugh. He says, "Son, you don't know the half. I was bluffing and you never clocked it, because that old piece of tin's identical twin is right here in my inside coat pocket. See, I found this last year at a private dig near where you picked up that beauty there, and when I heard tell you had one as well, I just had to try for the pair. So I couldn't risk me getting the frisk. If you found me with this little treasure, well, you and me'd be quits, and my stay with you Brits would be at Her Majesty's pleasure." He give a wry grin, said, "Son, guess you win. No hard feelings, I hope. Can we shake?" Then he left the curator, but a little while later, someone found there had been a mistake. Seems the coin in the case had somehow been replaced with a gold-plated mock-up of lead, which they left on display, figured there'd be no way it could be told from the real thing instead. Where the South meets the West, in a millionaire's nest lies a coin with pride of position in the safe of one Moynes, collector of coins, an amateur close-up magician. In his will, it goes back to the British Museum when he's gone to his great by and by. But how did he sneak it? Can you keep a secret? So can I, my good friend. So can I.